Canning is a great way to preserve food. It's been around for centuries. People canned food to have it last longer. It's like capturing the taste of summer in a jar. Imagine opening a jar of peaches in winter. They taste just like they did in July. That's the magic of canning. You can enjoy your favorite foods year-round. Plus, it's a great way to use up extra produce. Canning is also economical. You can buy in bulk when produce is cheap. Then you can preserve it to enjoy later. This saves you money in the long run. Not to mention home-canned food just tastes better. There are two main ways to can food: water bath canning and pressure canning. Water bath canning is great for high-acid foods like jams and jellies. But for low-acid foods like vegetables and meats, you need a pressure cooker. Pressure cookers might seem intimidating at first, but they are actually very user-friendly. They work by trapping steam inside the pot. This creates high pressure, which raises the boiling point of water. This high heat is essential for killing harmful bacteria, especially in low-acid foods. Pressure canning ensures your food is safe to eat. Plus, it's faster than traditional canning methods. Before you start canning, you'll need a few essential tools. Canning is a rewarding process, but having the right equipment is crucial to ensure safety and efficiency. Let's walk through the must-have items for a successful canning experience. First, you'll need a pressure cooker. This is an indispensable tool for canning, especially when you're dealing with low-acid foods like vegetables, meats, and poultry. A pressure cooker helps to reach the high temperatures necessary to kill harmful bacteria and ensure your food is safe for long-term storage. Make sure it's in good working order and has a working pressure gauge. Regular maintenance checks are important. Inspect the rubber gasket for any signs of wear and tear, and ensure the vent pipe is clear of any obstructions. A well-maintained pressure cooker is key to safe canning. You'll also need canning jars, lids, and rings. These come in various sizes, so choose the ones that best fit your needs. The jars are reusable, but always use new lids to ensure a proper seal. The rings can be reused as long as they are not bent or rusty. Other handy tools include a jar lifter, a canning funnel, and a bubble remover. These tools might seem minor, but they make the canning process much smoother and safer. A jar lifter helps you safely lift hot jars out of the canner. This tool is designed to grip the jars securely, preventing burns and spills. It's a must-have for handling hot jars with ease. A canning funnel prevents spills when filling jars. It fits perfectly into the mouth of the jar, allowing you to pour liquids and solids without making a mess. This not only keeps your workspace clean but also ensures that the jar rims stay clean for a proper seal. And a bubble remover helps eliminate air pockets in your jars. Air bubbles can affect the seal and the preservation of your food. By running the bubble remover along the inside of the jar, you can release trapped air and ensure a better seal. You can find these tools at most hardware stores or online. There are many options available, from basic starter kits to more advanced equipment. Take the time to read reviews and choose tools that are known for their durability and reliability. It's worth investing in quality equipment. High-quality tools not only make the canning process easier but also last longer, saving you money in the long run. Look for brands that are trusted by experienced canners. It will last you for years of canning adventures. With the right tools, you can enjoy the process of preserving your favorite foods and sharing them with family and friends. Happy canning! Section 4. Pressure Cooker Canning, a step-by-step guide. Pressure canning is a fantastic way to preserve your favorite foods, ensuring they last for months or even years. This method uses high heat and pressure to kill bacteria, yeasts, and molds that can spoil food. Today we'll guide you through the entire process, step by step, so you can confidently can your own food at home. Now, let's walk through the steps of pressure canning. It's important to start with a clean and organized workspace. Gather all your tools and ingredients before you begin. This includes your pressure canner, jars, lids, rings, and the food you plan to can. Having everything ready will make the process smoother and more efficient. First, wash your jars, lids, and rings in hot soapy water. This step is crucial to remove any dust, dirt, or residues that could affect the quality of your canned food. Make sure to rinse them thoroughly to get rid of any soap residue. Clean jars are the foundation of safe canning. Then, sterilize the jars by boiling them in water for 10 minutes. This step ensures that any remaining bacteria or microorganisms are killed. Place the jars in a large pot, cover them with water and bring it to a boil. Let them boil for at least 10 minutes. This is especially important if you're canning low-acid foods. Keep the jars hot until you're ready to fill them. Next, prepare your recipe. Keeping the jars hot prevents them from breaking when you add hot food. You can keep them in the hot water or in a warm oven. Meanwhile, follow your recipe to prepare the food you'll be canning. This could be anything from fruits and vegetables to meats and soups. Wash, peel, and chop your produce as needed. Fresh, clean produce is essential for high-quality canned food. Make sure to remove any bruised or damaged parts. Depending on your recipe, you might need to peel and chop the produce into specific sizes. This step ensures that your food is ready to be packed into the jars. Pack the food tightly into the jars, leaving the recommended headspace. The headspace is the space between the top of the food and the rim of the jar. It's important to follow the recommended headspace for your recipe, as it allows for proper expansion during processing. Use a non-metallic spatula to remove any air bubbles by running it around the inside edge of the jar. This is the space between the food and the top of the jar. Proper headspace is crucial for creating a good seal and ensuring the safety of your canned food. Too little headspace can cause the food to expand and overflow during processing, while too much headspace can prevent a proper vacuum seal. Wipe the jar rims clean, place the lids on top, and screw on the rings. Any food residue on the rim can prevent the lid from sealing properly. Use a clean, damp cloth to wipe the rims. Then, place the lids on the jars and screw on the rings until they are fingertip tight. This means they should be secure, but not overly tight. Place the jars in the pressure cooker, making sure they're covered with water. Arrange the jars in the canner according to the manufacturer's instructions. The jars should be covered with at least an inch of water. This ensures even heat distribution and proper processing. Close the lid securely and bring the cooker up to pressure. Follow the instructions for your specific pressure canner. This usually involves locking the lid in place and adjusting the heat to bring the canner up to the required pressure. The pressure and processing time will vary depending on the type of food you're canning. Process the jars for the time specified in your recipe. It's crucial to follow the recommended processing time to ensure the safety of your canned food. Once the processing time is complete, turn off the heat and allow the pressure to return to zero naturally. Do not attempt to open the canner until the pressure has fully released. After that, carefully remove the jars and let them cool undisturbed for 12 to 24 hours. Check the seals before storing your jars in a cool, dark place. Congratulations, you've successfully canned your food using a pressure canner. Section 5, Safety First, Canning Without a Hitch. Pressure canning is safe when done correctly, but it's important to follow safety guidelines. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions for your specific pressure cooker. Never leave a pressure cooker unattended while it's in use. Make sure the pressure gauge is working properly. This ensures the cooker reaches the correct pressure. Let the pressure cooker cool completely before opening. This prevents steam burns and ensures the jars seal properly. If you notice any signs of spoilage, discard the food immediately. This includes bulging lids, leaks, or an off smell. Remember, safety is paramount when pressure canning. Section 6. Recipes for the budding canner. Ready to start canning? Whether you're a complete novice or have some experience, these recipes will guide you through the basics of canning. Let's dive into the world of preserving fresh produce and creating delicious homemade goods that you can enjoy all year round. Here are a few easy recipes for beginners. Starting with simple ingredients and straightforward methods, these recipes will help you build confidence in your canning skills. From sweet jams to savory stocks, there's something for everyone. Strawberry jam. This classic jam is a great place to start. It's sweet, versatile, and perfect for spreading on toast or adding to desserts. Plus, the vibrant color and fresh taste of homemade strawberry jam are unbeatable. Simply combine strawberries, sugar, and lemon juice in a pot. The sugar helps to preserve the fruit and enhances its natural sweetness, while the lemon juice adds a touch of acidity to balance the flavors. Cook until thickened, then can according to the instructions above. The key is to ensure the jam reaches the right consistency, which usually takes about 20-30 minutes of simmering. Once thickened, carefully ladle the hot jam into sterilized jars, leaving some headspace at the top. Diced tomatoes. Canned tomatoes are a pantry staple. They are incredibly versatile and can be used in a variety of dishes, from soups and stews to pasta sauces and casseroles. Having a stock of homemade canned tomatoes means you always have a base for a quick and healthy meal. Simply blanch, peel, and dice ripe tomatoes. Blanching makes the tomatoes easier to peel, and dicing them ensures they fit nicely into the jars. This process might seem a bit tedious, but the result is well worth the effort. Pack them into jars with a little salt, then process in the pressure cooker. The salt acts as a preservative and enhances the flavor of the tomatoes. Processing the jars in a pressure cooker ensures they are sealed properly and safe for long-term storage. Chicken stock. Homemade stock is so much tastier than store-bought. It's richer, more flavorful, and you can control the ingredients, avoiding any unwanted additives or preservatives. Plus, it's a great way to use up leftover chicken bones and vegetable scraps. Simply simmer chicken bones, vegetables, and herbs in water. The longer you simmer, the more flavorful the stock will be. Typically, a good stock needs to simmer for at least 4-6 hours. Adding herbs like thyme, parsley, and bay leaves can enhance the depth of flavor. Strain the stock, then can it for later use. Once strained, pour the stock into sterilized jars, leaving some headspace. Seal the jars and process them in a pressure cooker to ensure they are safe for storage. Label the jars with the date and contents, and you'll have a delicious homemade stock ready for any recipe. Section 7. Embrace the joy of homemade preserves. Canning might seem daunting at first, but with a little practice, you'll be a pro in no time. There's something truly satisfying about preserving your own food. It's a skill that connects us to past generations. So gather your ingredients, fire up your pressure cooker, and experience the joy of homemade preserves. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Happy canning!